second question, and in a way it follows on from Councillor Sanders, which I agree, if you have a contractual arrangement, in take street lighting, something that's not working well, okay. The contractor doesn't fulfil what's expected, there's a financial penalty. When you talk about some of these services like environmental health and so on, I'll give one that's already contracted out. If a home carer doesn't turn up, yes, we can find that company £30, £40, £50, but it also means the person's gone without that personal care that's to do with their quality of life. Now, what worries me that if it's all based on contract and financial penalty, you lose the public sector, the civic ethos, and this is my worry, one of my big worries with one Barnet programme. But also you can't compensate somebody if they miss their home carer, if environmental health isn't there when they need it, if building control goes wrong, it actually affects people's lives. And I'm not sure that the fact that there may be some financial compensation for the council actually helps that resident do something. So,
Barry, it's not so much the compensation for the council, it's making it uncomfortable for the contractor so that he won't make that mistake again.
yes, this is what I'm saying, is that the mistake affects the resident more than the council, but it's only the council that gets the compensation, which is my worry that if everything is based just on a financial contract. So again, do you think, can you see that by moving into a purely contractual system, which is common in the private sector and common in the public sector, adult social care everywhere is mainly contracted out, but that it's not good enough just relying on financial penalties because people's lives are affected and people's lives can't always be weighed in the scales or I could say pounds, shillings and pence to so be asked. So is there any other form of action apart from financial that will be written into the contract?
Mr. Travers.
Thank you. So on, what's the light of this one?
Whatever the form of delivery, there will be occasions when the delivery fails and that impacts on an individual. That's true now of all in-house services which are currently delivered. If there is a failure, there is an immediate impact, and that cannot be compensated for in financial or any other way. I think the key issue to consider, firstly, is that these arrangements, these contracts are procured by the council. There is clearly that clearly is a public service. There is clearly a public service ethos in the commissioning organisation, and that is reflected in the procurement and which is a competitive process, and in the contractual arrangements which are put in place. I think the key issue for me in that question is: are the arrangements designed in such a way as that problem will not reoccur? So in the longer run, through the period of the contract, that the incentivisation mechanisms within the contract give us a good prospect of the provider learning from their mistakes, not repeating those mistakes, and in fact developing the service and improving it in other ways. You know, that can happen through effective in-house management. It can also happen through contract management.
I won't ask you to tonight, but you may wish to discuss with Mr. Travers outside the meeting if you have any ideas of other ways in which the contractor could be incentivised. I really want to get Janet to ask the officer some questions, but if you